Negros Occidental is located in the western side of Negros Island, that is the fourth largest island in the Philippines. It ranks 6th most populous province in the country with a population of some 3 million people, comprising 42% of Western Visayas region's total population. Agriculture has been the lifeblood of Negros Occidental's economy, the driving force behind its growth and progress. Negros Occidental is an agriculture province blessed with abundant water source, sufficient power supply, fertile soil, and predictable weather. Agriculture accounts for about 80% of the province's economy, with sugarcane occupying majority of the highly fertile agricultural lands, followed by rice, corn, coconut, and fruit-based farming like banana, mango, coffee, and pineapple, among others. Negros Occidental has 7 major rivers with a total discharge of close to 10 million cubic meters and a watershed area of 4,768 square kilometers. Because of its fertile soil and abundant water source, almost all crops grow anywhere in the province. With a 97% rice sufficiency level, Negros Occidental ranks 2nd in the Region 6 or Western Visayas and 9th in the country in terms of rice production. Palay production has recently reached over 500,000 metric tons, with some 80% coming from the irrigated areas. A steady increase in average yield has also been noted through the years. To further enhance rice productivity, our active partner in our food sufficiency program, the Negros Occidental Accredited Seed Producers Cooperative, has produced 36,400 bags of high-quality rice seeds, which were dispersed by the provincial government to the marginal farmers. The Negros' first rice processing center in Bago City is a modern rice processing center built through counterparting scheme between the Department of Agriculture and the provincial government of Negros Occidental, and was inaugurated by His Excellency President Benigno S. Aquino III recently. It has a milling capacity of 10 tons per hour with series of recirculating dryers coupled to a single biomass furnace. It is projected to improve the rice production and reduce 8 to 10% post-harvest losses. Milling recovery is pegged at 68%. At present, there are 80 small-scale irrigation projects amounting to 304 million pesos estimated to irrigate an additional of almost 6,000 hectares of rice fields. In year 2016, Negros Occidental, with the help of the National Irrigation Administration or NIA, is projected to irrigate 50,000 hectares of rice fields that will finally make the province 100% self-sufficient in its rice requirement. In Negros Occidental, there are 7 completed agricultural tramlines built in different LGUs, aimed at minimizing the cost and shortening the time of transport of agricultural products from the highlands of the far-flung barangays. For this year, to minimize the adverse effect of drought or long dry spell, the provincial government has initiated the cloud seeding operation amounting to 4 million pesos. For sugar production, the gross tons cane milled in 11 milling districts reached over 12 million metric tons, with raw production pegged at over 1 million metric tons, comprising almost 56% of the total Philippine production. Raw sugar production is pegged at more than 8 million metric tons. Bioethanol from sugarcane is also produced in 2 integrated bioethanol distilleries, with more plants expected after Negros Occidental has been identified as the regional biofuel center of Western Visayas. Complementing the sugar industry are agricultural crops like corn, which is considered as one of the staple food aside from rice, and fruits such as coconut, banana, cassava, mango, and camote, among others. Corn production registered an increase in its production from 81,000 metric tons in 2010 to 151,000 metric tons in 2014. Negros Occidental's vision to be the country's leader in organic agriculture was realized in 2012 when the Agriculture Department declared it as the leader in organic agriculture in the Philippines and soon to be the organic food bowl in Asia. Its 12 organic villages, private organic smallholders and enterprises serve as regular destinations for advocates and study tour groups from various parts of the country. Number of visitors reached a total of 10,000 in 2014. To sustain its effort in organic agriculture, the provincial government is holding the Organic Festival every year since 2006, with an initial sales totaling to 500,000 pesos and 3.2 million pesos in 2014. There are now more than 10,000 organic practitioners in the province, with more than 10,000 hectares converted into organic farming. Sericulture or silkworm culture is an emerging industry in Negros Occidental, producing silk, which is one of the world's most admired and well-loved fabrics. It holds great potential for both domestic and international market while helping hundreds of farmers augment their household income through cocoon production. Fish is another significant commodity in the province, with a production of more than 99,000 metric tons coming from commercial fishing, municipal fishing, and aquaculture. Of the total fish production, the Bureau of Agricultural Statistics revealed that in 2014, municipal fishing registered the highest yield of 40.88%, commercial fishing contributed 28.99%, while aquaculture contributed 30.15% of the total fish production of Negros Occidental. That includes milkfish, prawn, shrimp, tilapia, oyster, mussel, catfish, seaweeds, groupers, snappers, and others. Negros Occidental has remained focused on its blue crab industry, especially in the town of Ibi Magalona, where the salinity of water brings in a distinctive taste to the blue crabs in the coastal barangay of Tumongtong. Harvested crabs are brought to the plants where their meat is picked out and packed for shipment, mostly to Cebu for canning and sold to exporters. Other coastal towns and cities are also engaged in this industry, and for year 2014, the total crab meat production was pegged at 89.9 metric tons. Negros Occidental Governor Alfredo G. Marañon Jr. continues to educate fishermen to return gravid crabs or egg-bearing crabs to the sea to allow them to propagate. On the other hand, the prawn industry in the province marked its production of over 50,000 metric tons in 2014 with 33 prawn operators and 25-hectare prawn ponds. In Negros Occidental, there are 3 seafood processing plants that are exporting tons of shrimp to other countries like Japan and the United States of America every month. To date, there are 38,887 fisherfolk or fish are registered in the province. Negros Occidental has 25 coastal towns and cities and has a rich marine resources, being home to 2 marine sanctuaries, Carbon Reef in Sagay City and Danhugan Island in Kawayan Town. Being developed as a major industry next to sugar is livestock production, with hogs, chicken, cattle, goat, and sheep being dispersed to farmers for breeding and fattening. Dairy cattle are also raised for fresh milk production. Soon, Negros Occidental will be the sheep capital of the country, aside from being the breeding and training ground for champion game fowls. In 2015, the province registered a total of 15,000 backyard swine racers. Peking duck racing is gaining ground in the local communities because Peking ducklings are fast growers, can live under severe weather, and they only require water to drink to perfectly develop their bodies. Peking duck meat is succulent, and Peking duck eggs make the most delicious balot. In the national level, Negros Occidental ranks number 1 in backyard swine production, number 1 in free-range or native chicken production, number 1 in goat and sheep production, number 1 in game fowl breeding, and number 4 in dairy cattle production. Negros Occidental has 2 AAA, 6 AA, and 14 single A slaughterhouses. Medium, small, and micro enterprises are also supported to create livelihood for entrepreneurs while they produce the best of Negros products, showcasing Negrense skill and artistry. The distinct taste of Negrense cuisine saw action in the Madrid Fusion Manila this summer, the most important Spanish gastronomy congress that brings together the most talented chefs from all over the world. Chef Vicente Inting Lobaton of Inting's Special Sagay introduced his kinilaw and grass-fed lamb and earned the respect of international chefs for his delicious and unique cooking. Negros Occidental also participated in the International Food Exhibition or IFEX that opens new markets for Negros producers, showcasing their world-class products. Muscovado sugar, healthy fusion of moringa, rice, and the mongo were showcased at IFEX and caught the attention of possible buyers. To ensure farmers' investments are protected, the provincial government crafted the Negros First Universal Crop Insurance Program or ENFUSEP. Through this, farmers are assured of recovering from crop losses due to calamities such as plant diseases, pest infestation, typhoons, floods, drought, earthquake, and volcanic eruption. All members of the InfoSIP automatically become members of the Negros Occidental Comprehensive Health Program. To date, a total of 25 million pesos indemnity claims have been given to 5,831 farmers affected by calamities. Negros Occidental's agriculture program has been strengthened through the reorganization of the staffing pattern, adding more agriculture extension workers in the field. Another component of the provincial government's agriculture program is the provision of scholarship to deserving children of marginal farmers, fisherfolk, and sugar workers. The goal of the program is to provide agriculture sector with more qualified manpower to assist in the agriculture program of their respective communities that will redound to countryside development. To date, a total of 470 scholars have benefited from the scholarship program of the province and graduated with a degree in agriculture and other agriculture-related courses in recognized agriculture schools in the country. Our annual Panaad sa Negros Festival, held every summer, is a showcase of the province's best practices in agriculture. The awarding of outstanding farmers, fisherfolks, and livestock racers, Lechon Parade, and the organic na Negros Agri-Fest highlight the week-long festivity. These activities encourage them to be more productive and competitive because the cash prizes that they receive provide them with additional capital. Recently, close to 200 million pesos worth of projects for the rehabilitation of farm-to-market roads, fishing equipment, and livelihood projects for coastal communities has been approved for Negros Occidental under the Philippine Rural Development Project, which is a World Bank-assisted program. In keeping with the priority development agenda of the present administration, To promote food sufficiency and agricultural productivity, empowering communities in the countryside is one big step in propelling the local economy towards sustainable progress and prosperity.